All right, welcome. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to the Game of Apps annual provincial championships for season 8. So if you're joining us on the live stream, welcome. We're glad that you can join us today. It's going to be a fun and exciting event today. We have 5 teams that will be presenting today to a panel of judges, and we'll get to see who this year's champion is. Also, we have a number of raffles that we're going to be doing, online giveaways throughout the event. So if you're joining us on the live stream, please enter the raffle, and you might win one of these giveaways. All right, and the chat is also enabled on the YouTube live stream. So when the students present, you can always give us your thoughts, or maybe even ask a question to the students. All right. So my name is Roland. I'm one of the developer mentors here at Game of Apps, and yeah, I'm very happy to be able to host our 8th annual championship. The students worked really hard this year. If you're a younger Game of Apps student from one of our earlier programs, the Intro to Programming, hopefully this will inspire you. You'll see what some of the older students are able to build with Game of Apps, and hopefully that'll inspire you as well. So I'm going to pass the time over to my co-host, Ron, and he will introduce himself as well. Ron?
Hello. Yes, so I'm Ron. I'm one of the developer mentors with the program. This will be also my 8th year mentoring. So it's so exciting to see what everyone does every year, to come back and see the new ideas every year the different students bring to the program, all the different challenges that we throw at the students and how they handle them. So every year, I'm so excited that we get to see what the final product is. All the students, as Roland said, has put in so much time. They've grown so much as developers, as designers. So I was also locked away in a deep dark dungeon, away from what everyone is doing in terms of the final product. So this will be my first time seeing everyone's final products as well. So yeah, I'm so excited. And also I get to be Vanna White with Roland today and give away all these prizes. So make sure you enter.
All right, awesome. Great. Thanks, Ron. So it's going to be exciting. Ron, what
Yeah.
are you hoping to see today from the students?
Honestly, every year, like I said, it's so different. So I'm just hoping to see something super blow away that I was not expecting the students to come up with. And every year, we set kind of a baseline for the students to try to hit. But every year, there's always that one team that just goes above and beyond on what we could even imagine as mentors. So I'm just hoping to find that team today, and yeah, hope that they can win that grand prize.
Awesome, awesome, great. So again, if you're joining us on the live stream, welcome. We're glad that you can join us today. It's going to be exciting. The students will be presenting the fruits of their work this whole season of Game of Apps. If you're a younger Game of Apps student, as I mentioned earlier, in one of the pre-startup school programs, hopefully this will inspire you, and you get to see what some of the older students are able to build, and maybe you can join us as well when you get to grade 10 to 12. All right. So as we said earlier, we have quite a few giveaways to be able to give away today. So there's a link you see on screen. This is how to enter the raffle. Okay, so what you do is you just go there, you enter your first name and last initial. You don't need to give us your full name, and also your email address, so that we can reach out to you in order to pass the prize on to you. So throughout the program, we'll have lots of prizes. The first one is this. Okay, so the first one we're giving away is a pair of orange sunglasses. Not this one in particular. We have a brand new one. So a sealed one just for you. All right. So go ahead and enter in the link below. And what we'll do is we're going to introduce a raffle for all the prizes. Introduce the raffle. We'll go to some other segment to give you time to enter the raffle. And then after that segment, we'll come back and then we'll do a draw for that raffle. All right. So Ron is going to be helping out with consolidating all the efforts. Only one entry per raffle. Okay. So if Ron sees any duplicate entries, he's gonna remove duplicate entries. Okay. And this is open to everyone, both students, Game of Apps students in startup school, Game of Apps students that are in the earlier programs, as well as anyone in the audience here. All welcome to welcome to enter the raffle.
Make sure you enter for each raffle as well because we reset the draws every time.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so now we're gonna do mentor introductions. So, oh, I didn't mention this to Joanne and Brad. I'm sorry, I'm putting you on the spot, Joanne and Brad. But we're gonna get to you. We'll do Adrian first, Kevin, and then Joanne will give a greeting, and Brad will also give a greeting. So what the mentors will do is basically tell us a little bit about themselves and what they do and what they do in Game of Apps, and maybe some greetings and advice to the students who are presenting today. Okay, so the first mentor will be Adrian. So mentors, I'm not gonna come back to me. So after Adrian, we'll go directly to Kevin. After Kevin, we'll go directly to Joanne. After Joanne, we'll go directly to Brad. Okay, so go ahead, Adrian.
Hey, Game of Apps. I'm Adrian. I'm a development mentor with Game of Apps. So this is my 8th season as well. And in my day job, I work as a professional software developer. And I'm excited to see all the projects that you have managed to do as students in this program. As Ron said, every year we see surprises, things that are exciting, things that we would never expect, and I'm really excited to see what you've come up with this year. The advice that I would give is maybe just relax a bit and listen to the questions that the judges ask. Spend some time, think about your answer, and don't get too nervous about what you're doing because you've spent all this time working on it, and everyone here is happy to see all the stuff that you've built. Yeah, so over to Kevin.
All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, students and all the guests who are watching today's stream. My name is Kevin. I'm a design mentor for Game of Apps, and I've been here since season 2, or since 2018, so it's been 7 years or so already. I'm currently working at a company called Fortinet, which does a lot of cybersecurity stuff. So over those years, I've been impressed with how students have quickly been learning and collaborating with each other, and yeah, this year is no different. I've been really impressed. Projects have looked promising early on during our weekly check-ins with all the students, and I'm excited to see how they've turned out. And for the advice I like to give, yeah, just make sure to stay positive. Emphasize the things that you've done well, and instead of going into details like, oh, sorry, or this could have been done better. But yeah, just make sure to emphasize the positives and yeah, how far you've gotten since the last half a year or so since we all started. All right, good luck everyone, and talk to you later.
Hi everyone, my name is Joanne. I'm another dev mentor for Game of Apps. I think I've been here since season 5, so it's my 4th season with Game of Apps this time. Yeah, I think mentoring with Game of Apps has been a lot of fun, not just like teaching students and seeing them grow, but I'm also learning a lot of things like Gen Z lingo and memes, I guess, from them as well. um, this year, I guess, yeah, as with every season, I'm really excited to see what the students have come up with in terms of for this year's theme, education. And I guess my advice would be to, yeah, definitely don't go rushing to tell everyone, oh, this is what we could have done better. This is what we didn't get to. Definitely be confident in what you've done your research on, what why you designed things the way you did.
Nope. There we go. I think you can hear me now. So I'm Brad. I am also a developer mentor here at Game of Apps. Fun fact about me is that I was actually a participant in the first 2 seasons of the program. So quite a few of the mentors here that presented before me were actually my mentors many, many years ago. I became a mentor a couple of years back, but then I took a break to finish up school. But now I rejoined this year. And now I've actually taken my Game of Apps experience and become a professional software developer as well here in Toronto. Uh, I've also been participating in the weekly check-ins with all the students. So I've seen the apps being built up slowly week by week, and I've been very impressed so far. But I also have not seen the final videos, so I'm excited to see how everyone has finished up their projects. As for advice, I think everyone else has already given all of the advice that I could have possibly give. So I'm going to give the most important piece of advice of all, and that's just have fun. Enjoy today, make it a good learning experience, and something that you can look back on and talk about in a very positive light. Good luck, everyone.
All right. Awesome. Great. Thank you, mentors. So now we're going to be doing a draw for this pair of orange sunglasses. Ron, have you tabulated the list of names?
Yes, sorry. I'm getting it fresh for everyone just so I can make sure we get everyone in. It's not,
Okay.
sorry, the formatting is
Send
not.
it to me. Okay. Okay, while Ron is tabulating, yeah, if you can send it to me with one name per line, that would be wonderful. Then I can just copy and paste it onto this wheel here, which you see is still empty right now.
1 second.
Okay. So I see lots of comments on the Zoom chat about sunglasses. So that's great. We have a number of these sunglasses that we're going to be giving away today. Okay, so let me copy. I got the names. I'm going to copy it and paste it onto.
There's
All right.
more sunglasses if you missed the first one.
Yeah, we've got quite a few more. All right, so these are the people who entered. Okay, let's see who wins. Okay, I'm going to spin it and then Ron can announce the winner.
Looks like it's Lay.
All right, congratulations, Lay. So we'll get in touch with you sometime over the next few days to arrange to give you this pair of orange sunglasses. Okay, we're gonna have more. All right, so that was the first one, and then now we're gonna do another giveaway. This one, what is this one? This is now a pair of green sunglasses.
Yeah, I got one right here. Oh.
Awesome. So
If you want your own very own
Yes.
pair of green sunglasses,
it's a sealed
make sure.
one here.
Yeah, got a new pair for you.
Yeah.
If you want your very own green sunglasses, go to the link below and enter your name in, and we'll draw it in a couple minutes.
Okay, remember, if you enter the first one, after each raffle, it gets reset. So if you want to win this one, you have to enter again. Okay, because we don't want to assume that that you're going to enter for every single one. All right. Okay, thanks, Ron. So this next part, I want to introduce a special guest today. This special guest is Benjamin Robideau. Benjamin is actually helping us. He's in charge of giving the credit, Computer Science 11 credit to the students who want to get credit. So I'll let Benjamin introduce himself first, and then we'll talk a little bit about this program. Go ahead, Benjamin.
Hello, yes, thank you, Roland. Yeah, my name is Benjamin Robidoux, and I am a teacher at Heritage Christian Online School. And Roland and I were able to join forces this year in Game of Apps for Season 8. So this is my first season being a part of this. And so 10 students were cross-enrolled with me in Game of Apps 11, which then the students are able to obtain Computer Science 11 credits. So I've it's been good meeting the students individually on Zoom and receiving their submissions, their projects and exercises. And similar to Ron, I've also been left in the dark about this final project, so I'm also very excited to see the students' creativity and what they've been working on.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Benjamin. So yeah, it's great working with you this year. As Benjamin said, this is the first year that we've done this, where we've partnered with HCOS for this credit. Actually, what happened was last year, one of your students kind of kicked it off for us, Janie.
Yes.
Where she was taking Game of Apps, and she goes, "Hey, a lot of what we're learning here is exactly what's needed in Computer Science 11." And so she worked with Benjamin, and she was able to get credit. So because of that, we thought, hey, why don't we expand the program this year to offer it to other Game of Apps students. So thank you so much, Benjamin. We really appreciate working together with you. It means a lot to the students to be able to get credit for this.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you.
So same question that I asked the mentors earlier. What are you hoping to see from the students today?
I would say creativity is what I am really excited to see. Even with some of my other students in other courses, I always am so excited when I see a project where a student's creativity really shines, and maybe they take something that's related to their own life and they turn it into a project and things like that. So that's what I would say. Creativity. That's what I'm excited to see.
Okay, wonderful, great. So thank you once again for joining us today.
Thank you.
And we'll see who the judges end up giving the championship for. Okay, thanks, and I'll talk to you later, Benjamin.
For sure.
All right. So.
All right, thanks, Benjamin. But now it's time for green sunglasses draw. Is everyone ready?
I hope so. Okay, let me paste the new names onto here. Oh, let me just copy and paste it again. Okay, here we go.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna spin the wheel, and then Ron will make the announcement.
Oh, I think it's Vivian.
Vivian, congratulations, Vivian. Oh, I guess we did say it was open to everyone. Vivian is one of our judges, but Vivian, you win. It's okay, Vivian. All right, awesome. Okay, so the next thing that we're giving away is
more sunglasses, I think.
Sunglasses. Got a couple more. It's a purple sunglasses now. All right. So go ahead and enter using that link below, and we'll do the draw in a little bit. Okay. So now I want to introduce the judges. So we have 4 distinguished judges who will be joining us today, and the first one is Henry. Henry has been a judge with us for several years in the past, so he's a veteran judge. Henry is an instructor and also the dean of the D3 program at BCIT, Digital Design and Development. So I'm gonna let Henry introduce himself, and then we'll come back and chat a little bit.
Hello, everybody. I'm the program head, but Dean will be a great title as well. Congratulations. I just want to say that first of all, because it's not easy to make a product. It's not easy to design a product and also see it through all the way. And you all went through a lot of days and time, and I'm sure a lot of work and a lot of feedback, a lot of iterations to get to this place. So congratulations. Yeah, and thank you for inviting me again. In our program in digital design development in BCIT, we do something similar. It's a little bit probably more high stake because post-secondary and whatnot, but I'm just so happy to see all the new potentials, the young people You guys are the future of all the digital solutions in there, and technology is changing, and you will be the pioneers in the future to help us see the change and help our society become better and better. So thank you for the invitation again, Ronan.
Great. Thank you, Henry. Sorry for the inadvertent promotion there, but you never know. Maybe, maybe pretty soon. But no, it's wonderful to have you join us again. Um, yes, actually, I don't know if a lot of people know, but some of our past Game of Five students have actually gone on to into your program, into your D3 program. So that's been wonderful. So yeah, Henry has been with judging with us for I think this is your fourth year now. I think,
I
right?
believe so. Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I'm getting old. Losing my hair. I think every year I can look back and I have less hair.
Also, every year, Henry has their own kind of final presentations for their senior students, where they also do the pitch presentations. And I've been attending every one for the last I don't know how many years. And it's
Same, I think the same amount. Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
it's in
4 years.
December. It's always on the first Friday of December. So
Yeah.
if you're interested to see what it looks like in those sort of cases, feel free to join this December as well.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah. All right. So, same question to you, Henry. What are you expecting or hoping to see from the students today, or
I
any
think
words of advice?
Well, my word of advice is I think they already said a lot, which is have fun. It's been a long journey. It's always the journey that matters the most, and now you're celebrating the final part of your journey, which is to share with everybody else who hasn't seen what your journey looks like. And so have fun. And what I'm looking for is energy.
Okay, cool.
I want to
Yes.
see the young energy, confidence inside everybody. So I'm excited.
Okay, great. Okay, thanks so much, Henry. I'll talk to you in a little bit later, but thank you. Okay,
Thank you.
I'll see you in a bit. All right. Okay, let's copy and paste the winners for what is it now? We're
We're on to our purple sunglasses.
purple. That's right.
Yeah. So we still have lots of prizes, but keep those entries coming because you never know when your name's going to be drawn.
All right, let's spin the wheel for these purple glasses.
I think this time it might be Cynthia. Congratulations, Cynthia.
All right, congratulations. So,
And the next one is, I think, also another set of sunglasses, I think.
yeah. Okay, this is our last one. It's a blue pair of sunglasses.
We have more than sunglasses, but this is the last pair.
Yes, lots of other prices, but last sunglass. All right, so go to that link and enter. And thanks, Ron. I'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, our next judge is Kelvin. Kelvin has also been judging with us for several years now. I can't remember how many. And Kelvin is a senior solutions architect at Amazon. But I also know Kelvin from way back. We were friends way back from our university days. So I'll let Kelvin introduce himself first, and then we'll come back and chat.
Great. Thanks for having me, Roland. My name is Kelvin Ting. I'm at Amazon Web Services. I'm a cloud architect. I serve the British Columbia public sector, so the BC government and all the ministries, BC, ICBC, BC Hydro, land titles, and so on. So I help provide strategic consulting to teams for security, operational excellence, and business agility for the teams. And I'm excited to see what high school students are up to these days. And this is a great showcase today, and I'm excited to be here as well. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Kelvin. So yeah, it's great to have Kelvin join us again as a judge. We've really enjoyed his judging the past few years. Kelvin, what are you hoping to see from the students today?
Yeah, just like every year, I'm excited to see because I think as the world changes, ideas and what shape young people's minds change as well, right? Like last year we had a certain focus. This year is education, And so it's good to keep up with the trends. And then because of that, that's the context in which we're living. And so the ideas that come out of students are a little different, right? And so this is really great because with this program, I can see over the years how people have taken ideas, a concept, and make into a reality. And this is really exciting to see.
Okay, wonderful, Calvin. Oh, another question. Since a lot of students would consider working for Amazon to be a dream job, what advice would you give to students if they wanted to work for, a company like Amazon or maybe one of the big tech companies? What advice would you give them?
It is a great job, especially when you first start out, when you're fresh out of school. I think it's a great job. We have a lot of training. Our onboarding process, it's really great. And we have many processes that help you along your career along the way. And Amazon, we are we like customers, so we're very customer obsessed. So whatever we can do to improve the customer experience, we'll go for that, right? And so there's a lot of things that, a lot of habits and a lot of learnings that people do, and to make that customer obsession a reality, right? So for aspiring students, I would say stay in school, right? Work hard, and build something that you can showcase. So often, a lot of times, interviewing students, say, okay, what have you built? And so to showcase something like you built, that speaks volumes for having a positive influence and positive, a positive outcome as well.
Great. Yeah. Great words of advice. Thank you so much, Calvin.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you go, but I'll talk to you a bit later after during the evaluations and then also afterwards. All right, so we're gonna be giving away this pair of blue sunglasses now. Let me copy and paste.
Right.
The
Our
names.
very last pair of blue sunglasses. But if you don't get drawn, don't worry. We still have so many prizes. So keep the entries coming, and yeah, best of luck.
All right, let's spin for the blue pair of sunglasses.
Drum roll. I think it's Orion this time. Congratulations, Orion.
All right, congratulations, Orion. Okay, our next giveaway is a set of pens from Muji. Okay, a set of pens from Muji. So go ahead and enter the raffle, and we'll come back to this shortly. All right, the next judge that I want to introduce is Vivian. You heard Vivian earlier. She when she won one of the sunglasses. But Vivian is a product designer, but she's also been a mentor with us in previous years. So I'm gonna ask Vivian to introduce herself, and then we'll come back and chat in a little bit.
Hi, thank you, Ron. Yeah, I didn't expect to win. I just entered the raffle just for fun. And I think this is first time in my life that I'm entering the prize raffle and I'm winning it right away. Yeah, so I am a product designer working for a company called VTS that's in a commercial and residential real estate space. I'm also teaching, and I'm also a practicum supervisor at Capilano University. And last year, first time what I did is I engaged as a practicum supervisor, connecting the students with the industry, so soon to be graduates from the IDEA School of Design at the Capilano University program with the industry to do their practicum and internship. So it was very challenging. It was very interesting. It felt like I had a coordinator, partner in crime there. So there were two of us trying to place about 45 students into different companies to do their practicum. It felt like we were basically looking and placing 45 students in this tough job market. So yeah, I'm excited to be here. First time as a judge, as Rowan mentioned, I was a mentor for I think about 5 years. I'm excited to see what the students are going to present us today.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Vivian. So glad that you can join us today as a judge. So first question, what are you hoping to see from the students today?
I'm hoping to see the results basically of what you built, because that will show what you learned and how you adapted and how you grew from the day you started this program and then now you finished the program. So basically seeing the results of that and seeing how you, what you did with the idea. And I'm excited to learn about how an idea popped into your head and then you turned it into an app that you will be presenting and sharing with everybody today.
Okay, awesome, awesome. You have a little bit of an advantage as well, since you've been a mentor before. You kind of understand, what the students have gone through. So that's great that you'll be able to evaluate their, be on the evaluation side this time instead of on the mentoring side. Any words of advice to the students as they're getting ready to present?
Yeah, I think you should be proud of what you've achieved and accomplished so far, because it's never easy to turn an idea into a product. And this is something that you put lots of thought into, and this is something that you dared to innovate on, to build, and then share with the others. So kudos to everyone involved.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks so much, Vivian. So we'll talk to you in a little bit once we get started. Okay, see you in a bit. All right, we're going to do a draw now.
All right. For these pens, I wonder if kids still use pens nowadays. Do they just like type on their laptops or Chromebooks now? They use pen and paper. Do they know what pen and paper is?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. All right. We'll see. Well, a lot of people entered, so...
Yeah,
okay,
so maybe they still use pens in schools.
Yeah.
I think we have Rupi. Rupi. Congrats, Rupi.
Congratulations, Rupi.
Okay,
All right.
and I think our next is a surprise.
Oh, no, not yet. We have one more Muji pen set.
Yeah, one more Muji.
Yeah, we've got two Muji pen sets to give. So go ahead and enter. If you didn't win this one, you have one more chance. Okay. So I want to introduce our last judge, last of four judges. This is Yoon. Yoon is also a product designer, and just like Vivian, Yoon was also a mentor with us in past years. So I'm gonna have Yoon introduce herself, and then after that we'll come back and chat.
Hi, everyone. Great to be a judge this year after being a mentor for a few years as a designer. I work as a senior product designer for Antenna Consulting, where I work with many different companies, including like SaaS companies, retail, public, and nonprofit. Currently working on a SaaS product as a designer under one of the teams. We're really excited to see what the students have projects this year, and I find every year, every different project. So we're really excited to the ideas they come out with this year.
All right. Thanks for joining us this year, Yoon, as a judge. We really enjoyed having you, and the students enjoyed having you as a mentor the past few years. But now you're on the other side, where they need to impress you as a judge. What are you looking for in terms of what the students are presenting today?
Yeah, I'm looking for a little bit of design thing. As a designer, I'm interested in the design thinking process you've gone through. Like, why did you pick this product? Why did you decide to do this app? I'm really curious to hear from your perspective and what you heard from others and how you came to make this with your team today.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna ask all the judges to come back and just gonna. Oh, maybe all the judges can turn on their videos as well. Okay, so judges, thank you so much again for judging today. Hopefully the instructions are all clear. Both Brad and Joanne has given you instructions. So I just wanted to thank you again, and judge well, because the students are depending on this. Any final words before the students present from any of the judges?
I'll say just relax and have fun, and we're not that mean.
This is why I tell my students, wait for they present. Especially since you're on Zoom, it's even easier. If you're really nervous, just scream out loud. like right before you go in and do your stuff. And since no one can hear you, you're on Zoom. Just scream as loud as you can.
Just mute your microphone before you do that. Okay, great, awesome. Okay, thank you, judges. So we'll see you in a bit once the students start presenting. Okay, thank you. All right, we're gonna do the draw now for
The second pen set.
yes.
Lots of entries this time, actually. So I guess the students really do want those pens to take notes or something at school.
All right, let's do the draw.
Oh, is it Jasmine?
Oh.
Oh, it's Jasmine.
It's sneaked in.
Congratulations, Jasmine.
Yes, congratulations. All right. So the next giveaway is this. It's a Minecraft thing, but it's a surprise because we can't tell what's inside. It could be one of these characters here. I don't know if you could see. I'm sorry, I don't know all the names of the Minecraft characters, but it's a surprise, so we don't know what it is. So it's just a Minecraft surprise. So please go ahead and enter. Okay. All right. So now we've got to what everyone is waiting for the students to present. So just a reminder for everyone, the format will be this. So the teams will be randomly selected. So we will spin the wheel and select who the next team is. Then once you see your name, then you're going to be on next. So Adrian will give you instructions, but you can turn on your video and your audio at that point. At the same time, we'll be playing your pitch presentation, your recorded pitch presentation, so you can get everything in order at that time. Then after the pitch presentation video, one of the judges will start off with a question. Okay, and then you can answer that question as a team. And then we'll open it up to the rest of the judges. Any judge can ask follow-up questions. And then also, the audience can also ask questions from the live stream. So if you have a question to any of the teams, just type it into the YouTube chat. And we may not be able to get to all the questions depending on how many questions appear on the chat. But we'll hopefully be able to pick at least one or two, and then we'll be able to ask those to the team as well. All right. Okay. So let's see who the first team will be.
It's looking like it's Brainiacs. You're up first.
All right. Okay, Brainiacs, go ahead and get ready. We'll do the draw now.
Oh, let me get the entries.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was a bit too fast for Ron.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. This is for the surprise Minecraft.
Wonder if any of the kids got any of the Minecraft Happy Meals that was happening.
Oh, really? I didn't know there was.
Yeah, I saw it on like on Instagram or whatever, and
Okay.
and they were doing Minecraft Happy Meals.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, let's do a spin.
All right, let's find out who gets to open the surprise bag. I think it's Aki.
All right. Congratulations, Aki. Okay. Let's introduce the next.
Our next prize
surprise.
is a octopus, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is. So it's this reversible octopus. So black on one side and some sort of very pastel green type of color. Okay. So go ahead and enter into the raffle. And now we're going to be playing the Brainiacs pitch. Okay.
Hi, welcome to our app Correspondence by the Brainiacs, featuring Ben, Jotham, and Ricky. Our app is designed to solve a crucial issue for many students, and it is that they need study groups. There are no dedicated online tools for students to create study groups and study with each other right now. With the rise of technology, students are often online and not doing things in person, and the apps that do exist aren't dedicated to making studying groups. Some examples are Discord, which is not for studying, and teams, which is a lack of student-led communication. With our app Correspondence, it is easier to find study groups and create study groups for students. Now, why would you want to study with a study group? Well, maybe you just want to practice your skills in a subject. Or perhaps you're behind and would need to catch up or get your homework. Or if you're feeling nice, you could try to help other people with a subject that you're familiar with. Now, who will the app be for? Our app is targeted for students that could be behind in a course, are able to teach others because they are perhaps further ahead or understand the topic better. They don't understand the concept, or, as some studies show, they find learning easier with others. How does our app help? Well, it gives you online study groups from around the world. It also offers you in-person study groups at registered locations, and it gives you a collaborative student-led experience that helps everyone involved. Why use us? Well, we work with official organizations to run in-person study groups. We have integrated tools for studying, unlike similar-looking apps. For example, as you can see in the screenshot, you can sort by your class. And we also have a familiar layout, so students don't feel like this is too far out of their ballpark. Now, what does our app actually look like?
Hello and welcome to our app Correspondence. Here we can choose whether we want to join an online or in-person study group. In-person study groups are held at registered locations. Today we are joining an online group within 20 kilometers and is an English course such as Miss Dunbar's ELA 2. We can then join the class, and this is a nice info on what happens here. You can then join the group and enter it. From here, we can join a voice call, or leave said voice call, and even return to the home page. Thank you for listening.
All right, good stuff, Brainiacs. So we have our first question from Judge Henry. Go ahead, Henry.
Yeah, I love study groups because I see a lot of students always like hanging around in a classroom, and they eat and they drink and then they laugh and then they draw crazy paintings on the whiteboard and study. Now my question is, everybody studies very differently. I want to hear how you're planning to like address the different ways of studying in your application in the future.
I can answer this question. So when you talk about like different ways of studying, you mean like some people like learn from examples and some people learn from like actually doing the topic, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, because you're in a study group, is there any cool features that you plan ahead so that you can help address these unique ways of studying that helps different kinds of people around the world?
So one feature we planned was for there to be like some whiteboard feature where you could like draw on the when you're in a call. So that's for people who like learn visually. And another feature we would have planned would be for like some people study from like actually doing the thing, right? So like there could be like practice quizzes that would be on the app that you could actually do to get better at the subject. If that's what helps you study, of course.
Cool. I mean, I think it's really cool to see how you can address unique ways of how people approach studying altogether, and that's really something that I think your app can strive for. The very neat details of the unique ways.
Yeah.
So
Okay, awesome. Let's open it up to the other rest of the judging panel to ask any follow-up questions.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, this is a great idea, and kudos to the team for addressing a real societal issue in studying and isolation. And it looks like you did some research on Discord, and yeah, it's not for study. Now, the challenge to the team is how would you address, and this is a common challenge, not just for you and for you to think about, is the cold start problem. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but that's whenever you have like an app that needs a significant number of people to be usable. Like for example, study group needs at least one study group or maybe 5, right? And with enough people, right? So when you launch this app, have you thought about how you can get a sufficiently large initial user base before launching?
One idea I just came up with is that because we are planning on having some in-person stuff, is we contact organizations that we know would be willing to host in-person ones with our group, and then assume that some people will eventually migrate from these in-person ones to online, and then now that it's known about online, people will migrate from online into in-person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's great. Now you thought about it. Yeah, so that's great. Yeah. Thanks. Good job. That was my question. Thanks.
Okay, great. Thanks, Calvin. Any follow-up questions from any of the judges?
Yeah, I'm curious to learn more about your research that you've done. Obviously, you talk to the students, you understand the students' problem, but you also have the other type of users who are actually offering and conducting those study groups, right? So how did you talk to them? And also, can you share an example of a user feedback that you received that maybe changed the direction that you were going, or added something that you haven't thought, or you decided that let's prioritize this instead of what you had before? So how did the user feedback impacted what you were designing and building?
We honestly did not have time to do any user testing or anything like that. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Thank you for that honest answer. Um, any other any other questions from the judging panel? If not, we'll go to the public. All right, we have a couple questions from the public here. Actually, I'll get both of them. The first one is from Not a Felon, and Not a Felon asks, would there be a do not disturb option? And also a follow-up from Not a Felon. Also, what about like statuses, like online, offline, D&D, I guess that's do not disturb, etc.
Probably. I don't see why we wouldn't have them.
All right. Okay, great. Thank you, Brainiacs. Thank you for your presentation. Good luck, and we'll see who the next team is now. Okay.
All right.
Right.
One team down already, and that's quick. Next team up, we got, I think it's Jazz Bugs.
All right, Jazz Bugs, you're up next. So we're going to do the raffle draw now.
Yes, and this is for the octopus.
Yes. Okay, let me copy and paste the new names. Okay, we'll do a spin for this octopus.
Oh, it's Joseph. It snuck in again. Congratulations, Joseph.
Okay, congratulations, Joseph. Next one is this. It's a Minecraft spider.
Ooh.
Minecraft spider. All right, so go ahead and enter, and we're gonna play the pitch presentation for the Jazz Bugs now.
According to multiple sources, literacy levels have been decreasing in BC, with many students having insufficient reading levels. Why don't students read in the first place? From our observations and interviews, students aren't motivated to read because, number one, it's boring, so they'd rather use AI and cheat, because cheating is fun and AI is easy, so they'd rather do that instead of reading. Second of all, it's for nerds. Thirdly, friends and hobbies don't align. Fourthly, it's less appealing compared to games and YouTube. Unlike reading, games and YouTube is instant gratification, our best friend. So, how can we make reading more appealing for students? The answer is our app, Lit Reading. We make reading exciting for middle to high school students through gamification and community.
Today, we are logging in as Matthew. Just only a few months ago, Matthew didn't like to read. But ever since his teacher started making everyone in class use it, he has started to use the app more regularly as well. Lit reading helps students to avoid procrastination by making it easy to jump back into work, as you can see here. And it also presents them with actionable quests. This quest is due soon, so let's complete it now. Lit reading takes Matthew to the required reading with speed and ease. There are also several features that make the experience seamless, which include quick scrolling through pages and an in-app dictionary. For now, Matthew's all done with the reading and he gets a small notification that he's finished the required amount. Matthew ends his reading session, and as you can see, he's been reading for 32 days in a row. After this, he can then see his reading stats, leaderboard status, and just overall progress. Finally, the words he searched up are logged, and Matthew can take a bonus quiz to expand his vocabulary if he wants to. But for now, he decides to skip it today as he can review them another time from the dashboard. The results of quizzes are sent to the teacher for assessment, and to prevent cheating, we don't allow students to exit out of the app. Matthew is competitive, so he decides to check the leaderboard where he can check his class and school leaderboard. But currently, Matthew also has another motivation, the group milestones. Matthew has his eyes set on that field trip, so he'll have to tell his friends to do the reading too. Using the gems he's accumulated, Matthew can redeem customizations and prizes. Good idea, Matthew. This is a good profile picture for you. Earlier in class, Matthew's friends all decided to pool their gems together for the collective prize. So, Matthew also decides to put in his share to help. Matthew decides he wants to go back to the leaderboard to check his progress. Uh-oh. Upon returning back, it seems like Ariana overtook his position on the leaderboard again. Matthew is not going to let that slide. Matthew's going to go back to reading. Matthew browses through the hundreds of books using the in-app library and also filtering based on his interests. Matthew is ready to start his next story.
Our team focused on literacy as we felt this issue close to us and saw its potential for impact. Drawing from our own experiences, we have directly observed many methods teachers tried motivating students. We highlighted the ones that worked and why. We especially liked free rice. For each question answered, rice is donated to people in need. However, the point of attraction for students is the leaderboard, allowing classes to compete with other classes. This made the game highly addicting, and personally, I've spent hours on the game answering questions just so I could flex on the other class. The spirit is also similar to canned food drives at school, where one class can compete with the other class to see who can donate more.
Lit reading will light up your class's reading experiences. Read, compete, and collaborate. Sign up today.
All right, good stuff. The Jazz Bugs. Well, we're missing one of your members, right? DJ, I think he's away. But yeah, okay. First question comes from Judge Kelvin. Go ahead, Kelvin.
Yeah, thanks, Adele. This is a really novel idea. I really like it. I wonder what kind of approach the team took for that quiz generation feature that you had. Like, did you use any large language models, and which ones and why?
I can start with this one. So we were initially thinking, since we could use AI, especially because it's a digital solution, we could, for instance, use AI to generate questions for the user based on the chapter, since it's already like text-based. Yeah.
So which AI did you use? Was that based on a certain language model?
Perhaps we could just use something basic like ChatGPT. I don't think our source of income will be from the teachers, since they have like their own kind of budget for it. So we will have a decent source of income, and we can use that maybe for a ChatGPT API or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's just, you know.
Yeah, and to add on to that, we're also thinking of not only like just using AI straight, but also getting like making the teacher use it as well. So instead of like the AI generating all the questions, the AI would generate some of it. The teacher can add their own customizations to it or check the answers, because sometimes ChatGPT can be unreliable. So
Right. That's great. Thanks.
Okay, great. Thank you, Calvin. Let's bring in the whole judging panel now. Any follow-up questions from the other judges?
Great app, and I love all your animations and all the colors you put in on there. I'm wondering what was your what did you find the motivation was for increasing low literacy rate in your research?
Well, hard to answer that. Like, are you talking about like why it's like a problem right now?
Yeah, so you kind of talked about like low literacy as a problem. How did you come up with like to create a more of like a gamified application for that? How did you choose this solution?
Yeah, so there's like a few things that we looked into. So we first looked into like why they weren't doing it in the first place, why they weren't or interested in reading. And first, like since all their friends don't really read, they all play games instead. It kind of creates a culture where like, oh, let's just go play outside or like go play games or something instead of reading. So we wanted to make sure that everyone's kind of in the environment where they're forced to read, maybe by their teacher, and that can be like a start to more healthier reading habits. And besides that, we wanted to make sure it's like also fun and not like a boring school assignment. We wanted to make sure that they had incentives, which is similar to like food drives that happen at schools. They're really like popular. They get a lot of hype. So yeah, we were just hoping to capture like that school's spirit.
Awesome, great. Any more questions from the judging panel?
How do you plan to balance between having it being addictive gaming and having them reading at the same time? What are some plans for doing that?
Well, I've realized with other apps, particularly, I could think of some right off the bat, like Free Rice, right, as we mentioned. We also Prodigy, if you heard of it, is kind of my school used a really weird one called Dreamscape. It's basically Clash of Clans plus questions to skip the time. It's really weird. But I noticed with especially Prodigy and Dreamscape, there are more games that have an element of reading to it, not an educational tool that has gamification. I feel like maybe they're trying to get some profit off of that as just using that kind of concept to their advantage. Unlike those products, our app aims for education first and then the gamification. So we do have anti-cheat measures, as we mentioned. You can't go out of the app. Um, we have the quizzes the teachers can make and AI can make as well, and they're meant to be really like comprehensive of the book and not repetitive. So yeah, basically just trying to make it student cheat free as possible.
Yeah, and one more thing to add on to that. So you mentioned how if it gets too addictive, then it becomes a problem. We're hoping to kind of limit that by making it like daily quest based. So instead of like forcing them to read for 5 hours straight, it's more like read 10 minutes a day. So it keeps like a healthy habit rather than like addiction. And we won't reward them for too much work. We'd rather reward them on like streaks and keeping up like a good habit. But to be honest, it's probably not too bad to get addicted to reading. So
Cool, cool, great. Okay, let's open it up to the public. There's a couple of questions from the public. Excuse me. So, actually, before the question, you get a shout out from Not a Felon. The Just Bugs is a fire name, Not a Felon says. Okay, so Zachary asks, so your app is like Duolingo. The app will send notifications to the user if students did not read? Oh, before you answer, Zachary also says, by the way, let's go, Aki and Matt. Okay, go ahead. The question was Duolingo.
yeah, so we're hoping to it. We did get inspiration from Duolingo to some extent with like the streaks, especially, and we're also hoping to just send friendly reminders. Maybe not to the level that Duolingo does it, but just daily reminders. And we're sure that the teachers at school would already give them enough reminders of it anyways. So yeah.
Awesome, great. Okay, thank you so much, Jazz Bugs. Good luck to you, and we'll do the draw now for the this was the Minecraft spider.
Right.
Okay. All right. Let's spin the wheel.
Annika, congratulations, Annika. You won yourself a Minecraft spider.
Cool. Good stuff. All right. Okay. The next raffle will be this cut the rope guy. It's cut the rope, right?
Yes.
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 It's cut
The
the rope.
classic iOS game. I think it started on iOS.
Yeah. All right. But we'll do that after our break. We're going to take a short break now. It'll just be a 5-minute break. But before the break, we're gonna play a testimonial from some of our past students. So you'll see a testimonial from a past student, and then we'll take a 5-minute break. And then after the break, there'll be a testimonial from another past student, and then we'll get back to the next team. All right. Okay.
I started learning programming when I was grade 9 back in Afghanistan. Yeah, when me and my family moved to Canada the first year, I heard I was seeing these posters in the walls like,
Yes.
hey, we have this program named Game of Apps. You're learning entrepreneurship, programming, designing. And I was like, oh, so interesting. With the help of a teacher from our school and Roland and Game of Apps mentors, yeah, I joined this program. It was very good, like joining the program. I learned a lot. We had lots of good interactions. My experience in Game of Apps, it was a very good experience because it's just lots of learning and lots of good interactions. You talk to people that are in the industry, you gain the industrial knowledge, you work in groups and basically learn how to like get along with people when you're working as a group, and also you improve your creative thinking, you find solutions to problems. The most memorable time, well, at the very last of the program, when we were so stressed to finish the project and the mentors were helping us a lot, and me and my team, we had to like work very hard on it. But then like it was very surprising that when we finished and presented it at the last day, we won this People's Choice Award, and
Yes.
that was very memorable and good for me. Well, this year I'm a first-term student at BC IT Computer Systems Technology program. We are doing lots of programming, lots of app designing. It's a heavy workload, but I can say it's worth it. And with the knowledge that I already gained from Game of Apps, I can say it lowered the pressure very much because I already had some of the knowledge. I can't say most of it, because there's still a lot to learn, but I didn't have much problem because I know the essentials. I would say that just enjoy what you're doing, enjoy learning. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of asking questions or interacting, and be passionate about it. Like, be happy that you're learning. It's like, it just makes it easier for you. It just makes it fun to learn. Also, don't just hide. Don't just join the meeting and go like, okay, put yourself on mute, the camera is off, and then you're gone. Be there, interact with people, interact with the students, mentors. Who knows, maybe one day you're gonna make a big startup with them.
Hi, Yannicka. Nice to see you again. It's so great to be able to catch up with you. It's been 4 years since you were with Game of Apps, right? You were with us in season 2. So tell us, Yannicka, what are you doing now? What school are you going to? What program are you in?
Well, currently I'm a second year student at UVic and I am majoring in computer science.
What did you like about computer science?
I don't know, it just clicked for me one day and I was like, I really enjoy like the problem solving aspect of it. I felt it was so rewarding for me.
Tell us about your experience in Game of Apps. That was in our second season 4 years ago. How did that go?
I really enjoyed it, and I think it was a very valuable experience for me. I did initially, I did find Java programming in Java really difficult, but I was able to reach out to you and the other instructors and receive very prompt and comprehensible answers, which helped me a lot. And you guys made it really fun.
And you were telling me before the interview that are you still taking a Java course, or you just took a Java course, and how is that going?
Oh, the Java course is going really well, and I think thanks to you guys, it was very easy off the bat for me to be able to understand programming concepts and Java syntax especially.
What's one memory of Game of Apps that sticks in your mind? It could be good or it could be bad. Just it's up to you. Yeah.
I really enjoyed the snacks. The snacks were really good.
Okay. Wonderful.
Also, I think probably the most prominent has to be presenting my group's work, at the end, because I remember we put in a lot of effort in it, and it was really great to be able to show it off to family and friends and other people, and yeah, that was really exciting. And I also made 3 really good friends, and that was really nice.
Wonderful. Oh, that's so good to hear. So, a final question: what words of advice would you give to current Game of Apps students?
I think this one's a big one for me, and it's don't let challenges and difficulties that you're experiencing be a dead end for you, because I think challenges are actually probably where you are going to learn the most and grow your skills the most. Sometimes it feels if you're not breezing through the material, then you're not good at something, and I don't think this is true. I think in the long term, facing difficulties and working through them, as long as you don't give up, it's only going to help strengthen your skills. And programming might seem really daunting at first, and it was really daunting for me, but with the right motivation, I think anyone can learn it. And I think this is a good mindset to have, and I just have to keep reminding myself that hard work is going to pay off.
Yeah, when things are going easy, you're not really growing as much, I think, as when things are hard, right? Mm-hmm. That's when I think the growth happens, when you have these challenges, right? Yeah. So, and then you look back afterwards, when you get to the other side and you look back, there's that sense of accomplishment.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Yannicka. I hope to be able to catch up with you more regularly, and maybe hear about how you're doing in the next couple of years. Okay, take care, Yannicka. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bring back some snacks, Roland.
Yes. Yeah, those snacks were great when we were meeting face to face for the pre-COVID times. Those were the pre-COVID times. Yeah, it's wonderful to be able to see testimonials from past students. All right, so welcome back. We're gonna be doing the next team now. So let's see who's gonna be up next.
Right. So our third team's gonna be Celestials, it looks like.
All right, good stuff. Celestials, you're up next. And let's see who won. Who won this?
The rope.
Yeah, cut the rope. Okay. I think Joanne says it's Omnom. This is Omnom.
Oh.
Okay. Let's...
I wonder how many kids have actually played Cut the Rope.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Maybe they can drop the answer in the live chat. Right. Oh, it might be Joseph. All right. Congratulations, Joseph.
All right.
Got yourself a nice om nom.
Okay. Next prize is this. Okay. It's a Minecraft shovel.
Minecraft shovel.
Yeah, for the longest time I didn't know what it was. It doesn't look like a shovel.
Didn't you say it was like an axe or something one year, or an arrow or
Yeah,
sword or something?
Yeah, that's right. The students quickly corrected me. All right, so enter to win a Minecraft shovel. Okay, and then we'll see you in a bit. And we'll play now the pitch from the Celestials.
I'm Hernur, speaking on behalf of my team and I to show our app. We designed this app to help students or teens who drop out of school. Students can drop out of school, college, or universities for various reasons. According to the Canadian federal government, the biggest problems that the school faces are accessibility, student loans, diverse needs, and quality of education. Our app aims at helping students who can't access due to financial, physical, mental, and travel restraints. The app includes different support options depending on what the student is going through, including extreme stress and/or burnouts. Students' primary needs are gaining skills, experience, career training, earning money for student loans, and completing appropriate courses, both online and/or on-site. Now this is our welcome page. As you can see, it is simple and straightforward, and the light teal pink color theme is to create a calm atmosphere. We kept our pages as simple as possible while maintaining proper functionality, as most students who visit could already be overwhelmed and stressed. Dividing it into 4 broad sectors, the students to easily navigate the first option is volunteer opportunities. Clicking on this, we come to a page with a list of various activities in the community to choose from. Keep in mind, as we did in the previous projects, it is assumed that the user has already logged in, which means the results will be filtered with most relevance to you. Using the back button here at the top left corner, we can go back to the main page and browse the next option, career opportunities. Now, these examples are generic, but each of these will have a requirement, such as training, a course, and so on. This app is not going to offer career opportunities that would require a higher level of education, such as a bachelor's or a master's degree. And the requirements, like the training or course, would be written here in the short description part. Going back, we can check the education courses and programs section. Again, general examples of colleges or universities. The short description here, these ones would be telling us whether or not it is a course, a diploma, or if it's online or a degree, and that is being recommended. The tap for more information button here is a short description of which tab will let the students explore. So, for example, here for this one, it will give us information about what they can find here. The last section, also the most different one, is the counseling section. Now, this section is designed differently because while the other 3 sections are focused on career and education and serious stuff like that, students who drop out and are under extreme pressure may need help in something that is often neglected. This section first offers a button leading to a page that has some calming music, a breathing exercise, visual, and small snippets of information about mindfulness. These boxes below would be links to certified therapists and professionals who will be able to help and support students going through difficult times. Thank you for watching the presentation.
All right, good stuff. Thank you, Celestials. So good job. First question has come from Judge Vivian. Go ahead, Vivian.
That's a really worthy cause to build the app for, so kudos for that. Question I have is, how did you decide what to include in the final app versus what to leave out, and how much of that was suggested by the feedback that you got from the real users or testing with them? So yeah, just
Okay, so we made an empathy map, so we basically brainstormed as many difficulties or problems we could think of that students face when they drop out of school. And then we organized all that information that we got into sections to to make categories for our app. So that's basically where we got most of the information.
All right, thank you. Let's open it up to the rest of the judging panel. Questions from the panel.
I'll go. The app has like a really minimal look and a really soft colors. What was your process of choosing the look and feel of the app?
At first, we didn't really think. We thought of colors that would be calming as well as. So usually warm colors are more calming and welcoming than cool colors. So that's why we looked into yellows and greens. And when we got teal, it was like in the middle of both. So I usually study color theory, so I found whatever matched teal best, and then I found the color scheme.
Wonderful. Thank you, Yoon. Any other questions from the judges?
I have a question. Now, this is a great, it's really strong, and I think it's a strong need for teenagers to find once they other activities, right? So, kudos to you, to your team. I was just curious. You know how when you first see the app, like it has like 4 choices, and what was the design? And then also when you do like open career pathways and education pathways, like you only have like 5 or 6 things up in front, right? So what was this decision to have those versus maybe like a chatbot or like a list of things or a searchable things?
I think we were going to add more. We want to add a scrolling functionality, but I don't think we have enough time to implement it.
Yeah, and also we wanted to keep it really simple because we didn't want students to get overwhelmed when they come to our app.
Oh, yeah.
So it's easier to use and navigate.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
All right, let's go to the public now. There's a comment from the public, from Ruby, saying, really admire the idea of helping students. So good job, the Celestials.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, so I think, there are no more questions. So thank you so much, the Celestials. Good luck to you, and we'll see who the next team is now. All right.
All right.
Only 2 teams left.
We're already more than halfway done. Makes me sad. Time flies when you're having fun.
All right, it's Finn Scholars.
All right.
Finn Scholars, you're up next. And then let's do the draw for the shovel. The shovel. Oh, okay. Do I have the names now?
Yes.
Is this the right names, Ron? Yeah, okay, these are the right names.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. This is for the shovel. Okay, let's spin the wheel.
It's Liam this time.
All right. You called it before. All right. Congratulations, Liam. You got the shovel. And let's do the giveaway for the next one. The next one, this is now the axe.
Okay.
This is the axe. So go ahead and
Go ahead and enter down below.
All right. And then here's the pitch presentation by the Finn scholars.
Hi, I'm Bianca.
I'm Ariane.
I'm Declan, and today we're presenting our app designed to help students manage their loans more effectively. Student loans are a major issue for millions of people, and falling behind can have serious consequences. That's why we created an app to track payments, suggest plans, and connect students to resources.
Our slogan is an app catered to help people manage student loans.
The student loan system can be overwhelming. Many borrowers miss payments because they lose track, don't know what help is available, or aren't aware of their repayment options. Our app solves that by offering a clear dashboard, payment reminders, and access to federal and scholarship help, all in one place.
Let's walk you through the app. It starts with a simple login page where users securely sign into their accounts. From there, users can go to the settings page to manage their preferences like notification or profile details.
One of our most important features is the warning system, which uses 3 colors to alert users. Yellow, you're behind on a payment, please pay soon. Orange, you're late for your annual payment, it's serious but not yet delinquent status. Red, you're several months behind and you've officially reached delinquent status and you need to act immediately. These alerts help users stay on top of their payments before things get worse.
The current credit page shows your credit status, so you can see how your loan activity affects your credit score. We also have an income tracker to help you monitor your earnings and spending habits. This data is used to help suggest affordable repayment plans. On the income submission and best payment plan page, you can enter your income, and the app suggests the most suitable repayment plan based on what you can realistically afford.
We know loans aren't the only answer, so we added a federal services link page with official government resources so users can easily access real help. There's also a scholarship finder where users can search for scholarships they may still qualify for even after graduating. And once results are found, they appear on the scholarship shower page, kind of like a shower of opportunities tailored to each user.
In conclusion, our app isn't just about tracking debt, it's about preventing it, managing it, and helping students succeed financially.
With a mix of alerts, income tools, and access to real support, we believe this app can make a real difference for students navigating loans.
Thanks for watching our presentation.
All right. Awesome. Good job, Finn scholars. Good stuff. So first question we have is from Judge Yoon. Go ahead, Yoon.
Hi, thanks for creating a very side of the app when talking about student loans. I had a question in regards to where in the process of the loan a user would use this. Would that be before they get the loan, during they get the loan, or after they get the loan, since you have a lot of different features within your app?
I mean, yeah, this app is very flexible. If you've seen the submit income page, it could be like after you get the loan or before you get it, or yeah, it's just like a submission plan. So anytime.
Where would you feel that is most effective, or have you guys kind of talked
I'd
about
say before the loan, because if it's a payment plan, it should be prepared from the get-go. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for that question, Yoon. Let's open it up to the judging panel. Any follow-up questions?
I have. I want to follow up on what you asked. It's interesting how loans work. I guess my question is, have you thought about the different kind of debt and the different kind of ways to pay off the debt? Or have you asked anybody about those before? Or any plans on addressing the different ways to do to pay off the debt with different strategies?
I mean, for paying off the different debts with strategies, it's like, it shows you, how do I say this? It just shows you the options, right? There's scholarship finders, so it helps you. pay off whatever debt you may have, or it can show you the high risk and low rewards tuition fee, so it helps you avoid those risky loans. But yeah, I haven't really gotten into the debt side of things yet. I'm sorry.
I think like that could be like for our future, like on the ways we can improve the app, and we can like mainly focus it there because I don't think we've really thought of that much yet.
Yeah, because the reason I asked is because there's different algorithms for the different kinds of payments. I was thinking whether you ever research on different kinds of algorithms that you have to do to address the debts. But thanks for the answer.
Thanks for the question, Henry, and for the answer, Finn Scholars. Any more follow-up questions from the judging panel?
I have a question. Have you done a competitive research? And I'm just curious what makes your solution different from other similar apps or tools?
I mean, ours is more simplistic in the way that if you see, it lacks color, and it also shows you, what do I say? It shows you a list of scholarships, like before said. It also helps you plan out your payment plans step by step, which I'm not sure.
It's like if like your tuition was example like 20 grand and you want to pay like in like bits, they'll like give you plans based on like what you earn in a month, and they'll just give you a decent plan to like help you keep a stable like money that you can keep and money you can put into your what you have to pay for your loans.
Awesome. Good answers. Let's go to the public now. We have a question from Not a Felon. Will the app send notifications or show how many days the payment is due? Example, your payment of $300 is due in 5 days.
Oh yes, absolutely. It should, because you want to stay on track, and I think getting a notification about when can help you organize way ahead of time. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, good stuff. Thank you so much, Finn Scholars. Good luck, and we'll see you shortly. Okay. All right. Let's see who the last team is. Any guesses, Ron?
I don't know, Roland.
Well, it looks like it's Team Procrastinate, which is quite fitting for their name. They procrastinated till the very end to show. But actually, I should give a shout out to Procrastinate, because of all the teams that submitted their projects, they were the first one to submit their projects way before the deadline. So quite a few hours before the deadline. So not true to their name, they're actually very good and on top of things. So good stuff, Procrastinate.
Maybe that's the real strategy to fight procrastination.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, let's do a draw now for what was it? This is the axe.
The axe.
The Minecraft axe. Okay, let's do the draw.
Annika this time. Congratulations, Annika.
Good stuff. Okay, then we have another draw. It's another Minecraft. This is a pickaxe.
Nice.
Okay, so a pickaxe. So go ahead and enter to win the pickaxe, and we will now play the pitch presentation for Procrastinate.
Welcome, and thank you for listening to our app pitch, Procrastinate. Our plan is to revolutionize the world of time management, starting by helping students due to the large number of issues they suffer with time management. To help them, we plan to provide a detailed scheduling app allowing students to relate their free time to the assignments they must complete, provide a system to ensure you receive frequent breaks to keep your brain fresh for the task at hand, and allowing new assignments to be inserted seamlessly into the schedule at any time.
To begin, this is our empathy map for our project.
During a student's time in secondary and post-secondary schools, almost all students will suffer from procrastination at least once. Our target audience for our app are these students who are struggling or who are too busy, for example having lots of extracurriculars, and do not have much time to work on school projects and homework. Once we completed this empathy map, we moved on to a rudimentary wire flow to help us map out our plans for the app. Here is our rudimentary wire flow. After we finished working on the rudimentary wire flow, we moved on to the prototype for the app.
So when you first enter the app, you'll be prompted to enter your username and password, or if you don't already have an account, you can sign up for one. And then once you log in, you'll be shown your calendar here with the pop-up menu in the corner that allows you to travel to your task screen. And at this task screen, you can select your daily, weekly, or monthly tasks. And once you select one of the tasks, you can see all the tasks that you have for this section, and when you click on a specific task, the description for it opens and you can choose to start the task or edit it.
After starting a task, you will be able to set a timer for completing the task before finishing it. If you return to the task list, you will find a button to create a new task, where you will be able to modify its name, description, and time for it to be completed, after which it will be added to the tasks page.
We have designed this app to help combat the growing increase of failure marks amongst students since the pandemic, and the failures in time management that many students and adults face due to its lack of being considered and acknowledged as a skill or field of learning. We plan to use our concepts to make the world a more productive and enjoyable place for everyone, to bring back time management skills for all to pick up. Thank you for considering our app.
All right. Good stuff, Procrastinate. And again, kudos for handing in your final submissions quite a few hours ahead of the deadline. So a good job on that. So first question from you is from Judge Kelvin. Go ahead, Kelvin.
Yeah, kudos to you, to the team. I really like it. I like the simplicity of the calendar interface. I'm curious to know how the team decided which features to include versus exclude when you compare to popular calendar apps like, let's say, Google Calendar. Like, how do you know which one to, should I put this one in or should we leave it out? Like if you look at the Google Calendar, it has like some features. I go, okay, maybe we'll put these ones in versus not. Like, how did the team come up with that decision?
We mainly just prioritized it based off of what we thought would be particularly useful for an app for time management. Like, I know there are certain features of Google Calendar that some people find convenient, but we didn't think they were particularly necessary for our app. So we figured we would leave them out in exchange for a more refined version of the necessary features.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Judge Kelvin. Opening it up to the rest of the judging panel now.
I'm curious to see, has anyone in the team actually is using other similar time tracking or calendars to help with the procrastination?
So I actually use two apps. One is called Notion and one is called Study Bunny. And we kind of got inspiration from both of these apps when we were creating Procrastinate, because we essentially got the best elements from both of those apps and then combined them into one, while also adding like other things that we wish we could have seen in those apps, then putting them in one. So I think apps like Notion and Study Bunny are pretty helpful when like trying to deal with procrastination or trying to do your work. So we thought that creating something like the app Procrastinate would be even more beneficial than those apps, which are also pretty popular.
Thank you.
Good answer. Any more follow-up questions from the judges?
Why is the name PRO capital? I'd like to know.
Well, our app, it's a pun because our app is to help students who often find themselves procrastinating. So the PRO is like also stands for professional because it can help students learn to become more efficient with their time management skills.
Cool. I like that. You guys are all pros. Okay, let's get a comment from the public. We have a comment from Not a Felon. Me looking at the app with 4 missing assignments. So you got a potential user here for your app. But also a follow-up comment, Not a Felon, but also like would teachers also use it with making assignments for a class? So would teachers use this for making assignments for a class?
We kind of made this app with the intent for it to be used by students, like, so kind of for yourself. But I think if we were to add on to this app or make it something bigger, like more effective, like that's something we could create, like add to it, like make it so that teachers can create assignments and that students can keep track of their assignments from that side too.
Great, cool. Okay, good stuff. Thank you so much, Procrastinate. And yeah, good luck to you. And we'll do a raffle draw now for the
pickaxe.
Yes, the pickaxe. Okay, let's spin the wheel.
Still got some prizes to go, so make sure you keep entering because every time a new prize comes up, the draw resets. I think we got Har.
All right, congratulations, Harnur. Okay, and then the next giveaway is another Minecraft. This time it's the sword. I think
Nice.
of all the 4, this is my favorite one, the sword. All right, so go ahead and enter for the sword. We're going to be taking another break now. So then after the break, we're going to be finding out the results from the judges. So the judges can go ahead and deliberate now. You can go and join the Zoom breakout room with Brad and with Joanne. In the meantime, we're going to play another testimonial from a past student. And then we'll take a 5-minute break. And when we come back, there'll be one more testimonial before we get to the results. All right. We'll see you in a little bit. Well, first of all, thank you, Janie, for agreeing to do this testimonial. How did you hear about Game of Apps and why did you join?
My mom heard it from a friend who took Game of Apps. She was like, go sign up for Game of Apps, and so I did. Yeah, that particular friend of mine is studying computer science now at UBC.
Wonderful. Tell us about your experience at Game of Apps.
So one of the things that I liked most about Game of Apps was the positive atmosphere and friendly atmosphere, because like the mentors really work hard to present the material in like a humorous manner and like in a way that's engaging with us, and they also take very kindly to my jokes. That's another thing about Game of Apps. The people make the difference. I felt like they really cared about you and your work because like through the feedback they provided. And especially since not everybody takes out several hours out of their life to mentor several classes weekly. As far as I remember, they don't get paid, do they? They don't get paid?
No, the mentors don't, yeah.
It also goes to show how that sort of passion or like care, it's not like you could fake it or not like you could, well, I'm anyhow just gonna do this for show. Like, no, nobody does so much work for show. So I'm just like really glad that the mentors are there. And another good thing about the mentors is that they have like jobs in the tech industry, and so especially during the senior levels, we can ask them questions about that. One of my favorite portions of the senior startup school was their AMA, Ask Me Anything session, where we can submit anonymous questions and just literally ask them anything.
Yeah.
They were students who asked about the future of the tech industry because of AI. And there was even once when somebody asked about salaries and salaries in the tech industry, and Mr. Roland actually presented the data from his own salary, from which we learned that starting a non-profit after-school educational program was one of the worst financial but it was probably a good decision on the whole. It was a good decision. Another thing was that I got most of the homework done like during the class time. So apart from the second year, the senior level, the final project of the senior level, I did not take any extra time out of the week to finish the homework. It's pretty much all manageable, and I was able to do it all during the class time. The mentors don't mind if you eat during class.
What would you say to students who are currently thinking about taking Game of Apps or about to take Game of Apps? What words of advice would you give to them?
Number one, if your mom tells you to sign up for it, sign up for it. It's pretty fun. If you're like in the senior levels, you should probably get to, I wouldn't say know the mentors more, but well, you could. But if you're looking into the tech industry, it's probably going to be helpful because like these mentors are actually working in the tech industry. You could ask them questions, especially the AMA. That's really helpful. Coding is an important skill. You should know how to code a little. You get a better experience than in a classroom, I'd feel, because of that really positive atmosphere they're building. I was wondering because I saw the email and you posted that students can optionally get CS11 credits. So how do you guys? I'm just curious.
It's the same mechanism that you did. So you were the trailblazer on this. What would happen is it's optional because they need to register with your school as well to get the credit. So in addition to signing up for Game of Apps, if they want to get the credit, they'll sign up with your school. And then, they'll follow the same process that you followed. Yeah, thank you so much. It's 4:30 now, so I won't hold any more of your time. But please feel free to reach out anytime. We'd love to keep in touch with you. And if you need a referral, like a letter of reference for your university applications, I'd be happy to provide that.
Thank you, Mr. Roland.
Okay, take care, Janie.
Take care too. Good luck with the new season.
Okay, thank you. Tell us about your history with Game of Apps.
Yeah, so with Game of Apps, I was actually around here since the very beginning. Back in 2017, I think, in the fall, Roland came by our school and introduced this program to us about Game of Apps. And that's how I ended up joining season 1 of Game of Apps. Back then, we were still doing Swift development.
That's right.
With iOS. So I participated in my grade 11 year, and then had a great time, learned a whole lot, and then I was hungry for more. So we came back in my grade 12 year with some new fresh faces from McMath and some from the previous year as well. And then we actually ended up making a winning app. So our app won the Provincial Championships that year.
You were the
and
champions,
that was a very amazing experience. In my grade 12 year, I was sort of trying to determine what I wanted to study in university. So I was planning to attend the University of British Columbia, and there were 2 disciplines I could follow there. There was the engineering / applied science faculty, and then there was the science faculty. So in the science faculty, I could go down computer science, or in engineering, I would follow a path down there, maybe computer engineering or some other discipline of engineering. And I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do, and that's what Game of Apps helped me with. Doing the second year of development there, working with a team of developers and designers and planning an app from start to finish and then kind of bringing it to life, that's what really solidified it for me and told me, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to study computer science.
Okay, wonderful. What was your experience in school?
The educational part was fairly similar. We would be learning coding fundamentals, learning how to do basic things like understanding errors, which is a very big one. But I definitely had a leg up because of Game of Apps, especially with things like understanding basic coding syntax, understanding loops and conditionals. And of course, I think the biggest thing was probably just learning how to understand what the debugger was telling me and how to Google things.
Okay, okay, cool.
I think one of the most memorable things would be in my second year of doing Game of Apps when our team was trying to figure out an idea for an app. And so I remember me and my team, we had I think 6 people in total. During one of the planning sessions that we had, we were just standing around a whiteboard, brainstorming ideas, throwing things around, and then talking back and forth with the mentors about ideas that may or may not work and why they may or may not work. And I think that was really fun. And we ended up coming with an idea that I think worked pretty well, which was a youth banking app.
Yeah, and that was the winning app for the season, right? That was the championship.
I think the idea, like a strong idea and a foundation, is very important.
Yeah. Now that you're finished school, you're going to be joining us as a full-fledged mentor. So we're looking forward to having you join us. What are some words of advice that you could give them?
Well, from a Game of Apps perspective, I think the 2 big things for me would be, 1, take the time to understand the debugger. That will be your best friend when you're trying to figure out problems with the code and also help you with doing your research on how to solve problems that you may encounter. But I think the more important piece of advice I would have is just when taking the program, have fun, you know? Don't feel too stressed about it. You need to keep an open mind, pace yourself through it, and I think that's the best way you'll learn and the best way that you'll enjoy the whole experience. And even if you don't end up following any computer science or design discipline, I think Game of Apps will definitely be a very positive experience, and the skills that you learn from Game of Apps will definitely transition to whatever field that you end up in.
All right, cool stuff. So if some of you might have noticed, that last testimonial video is from Brad, who is now one of our mentors. So good stuff. Comes full circle. Brad was in season 1 of Game of Apps as a student, and now he's back with us as a mentor, and he's also joined the industry as a software developer. So awesome. All right. So we're now giving away the Minecraft sword. I think this is the right list of names, right, Ron?
Yep, looks right.
Okay, good stuff. Let's spin.
Lots of people wanted that sword.
It's a nice sword, yeah. All right, Janie. So if you guys didn't notice, the testimonial video before the break was Janie, and she also joined us on the live stream. So congratulations, Janie.
Congrats, Janie.
That's great. That means I get to see you one more time because I need to pass this to you. Good stuff. Okay. So now we will now it's the grand prize for the raffle. Okay, we're giving away a grand prize for the raffle, and it's this guy. I don't know if Tanjiro Kamado is his name from Demon Slayer, the anime show. All right, so go ahead and enter using that link, and you could win this Tanjiro Kamado. All right. I also want to acknowledge a bunch of students who are repeat students. So these are students who have taken Game of Apps previously. And so for all these repeat students, we're going to give you an Among Us stuffy, each one of you. So these would be, this is with Aki, DJ, Eric, Jotham, Matthew, Ricky, and Silas. Okay, so all of you get to win this. So I'll reach out to all of you, and you get to choose what color Among Us you want. All right. So we're gonna do the draw for the raffle now. Is that enough time? Let me see. Ron,
sorry.
Is that enough time, Ron?
Let me get the fresh names.
We can chat a little bit to give them a few more seconds to enter.
All right, raffle is closed.
Okay, raffle's closed. So this is for the grand prize. This Tanjiro Kamado.
Oops.
How many of you watch this show, Demon Slayer? I haven't seen it, but
I haven't seen it either, but it's on my list of anime to watch. So I have way too much anime to watch, and I'm super backlogged, but it's on the list.
I understand it's very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I pasted the names. So these are the names for the grand prize. Let's see who wins.
Swing like Elaine.
All right, congratulations, Elaine. You win this Tanjiro Kamado stuffed toy. Okay, cool. So I want to introduce one more special prize. So this student actually joined us when this student was in grade 8. And the student is now in grade 12. So this student has been with us for 5 years. But more than that, the student has really grown a lot over the last 5 years. I've told this story before, but if you haven't heard it, the first year with this student, we never heard or never saw her because she did not turn on her camera and she did not turn on her audio at all. So in fact, the very first time we even heard her was on the championships, but she's grown so much since then. She's now so confident. She started like a robotics club in school. She's helping out with a nonprofit here in Richmond to help seniors learn technology. So she's really grown quite a bit. So if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm talking about Aki. Okay, so I want to ask Aki to come onto the screen, if you can, Aki. All right.
Hello.
Hello, Aki. All right. So Aki, we have a special prize for you. So this is for just being encouraged to have worked with you the last 5 years. You're grade 12 now, so this is our last year with you as a student. But you also have the record as the longest student in Game of Apps. We don't have anyone who's gone 5 years straight. So that's you. So this is your prize. It's a giant Pikachu.
I saw that on the road the other day.
Oh, did
Apparently
you?
there was like a hit and run with a Pikachu.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah.
All right. It's heavy too, but it's a giant Pikachu. So congratulations.
I'm not sure where I'll put that, but thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay, you're welcome. Aki, you're grade 12. What do you know what you want to do yet next year?
I'm probably gonna fly to the mountains and become a monk, but do a remote computer science job thanks to my education from GOA. I went to GOA University, yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Aki. Hope that we can continue to stay in touch.
See you next year.
Okay, see you. All right. Okay. So we have one more surprise. So for those of you that missed the last grand prize, we actually have a second Tenjiro Kamado. Okay. So you have another chance to win this if you didn't win the first one. So go ahead and enter in the raffle. This will be our last prize for today.
For
All right?
reals.
Yes, for reals. Okay. So second grand prize. Okay. So I want to call the judges to come back now. It sounds like they've finished making their selections. So judges, please come back on. All right. Okay, good stuff, judges. So without telling us who you've selected, because we want it to be a surprise, can you give us your thoughts on your evaluation of the teams?
I guess I'll go first. Well done to all the teams. I know it's a lot of hard work, and this is today is like a day for showcasing your stuff. So congratulations to all of you. And I saw some really good stuff out there, and so I was amazed. And so I think continue the great work. And it's tough to judge because sometimes there was sometimes. I was on the fence between this team did this but this team did that, right? So I was kind of hard on the fence, and it's a good thing, right? Because everybody has stepped up quite a bit, I think, and but I think I'm excited to see who's gonna win.
Okay.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Calvin. Any other parting words of wisdom from the judges?
I guess also I'll just add that it was really interesting to see how pretty much all of the projects and ideas stemmed from the real experiences, so the real pains that the students faced or they know they will be facing in the future. So that's really great. That's how it's kind of the great products start from the pain that you're trying to solve and you didn't find another product that solves your pain. So that's the way to go. The only advice I also would get to that is that don't just base it on your personal experience. Go out and test it out with the real users. And this will be always a struggle later in the real world where people are kind of at the companies, the businesses, they just want to go out and quickly build the product and just sell it. Don't skip out on the research and the user feedback. It's really, really critical. It's good to have your own ideas, your own pain, but go and test it out and iterate on your product with the real users.
Awesome. Thank you, Vivian. All right. Well, I just want to thank you, all the mentors as well, for spending this time with us, and for sharing your wisdom and knowledge, and also for evaluating the teams. As Calvin said, it was not an easy job at times. So I really appreciate you doing that. I have a Game of Apps T-shirt for all of you. I don't have it here with me right now, so I can't show you. But I will reach out to you, and I will pass a Game of Apps T-shirt to you. But thank you once again for all your help today, and we'll get to see the results of your work in a little bit. Okay, thanks so much. Take care. All right. Before we announce the winners, I want to give a special thank you to all the mentors. All the Game of Apps mentors who worked quite tirelessly every week with the students, from teaching to mentoring to helping answer questions, to providing insights in the weekly AMAs. So mentors, I honestly say on behalf of all the students that you've really touched their lives. So really appreciate all of your work. So good job, mentors. Oh, actually, I have an applause here. Okay. Good stuff, mentors. Really appreciate everything that you've done. All right. So, so what we're going to do now is we're going to be handing out 3 prizes. Okay, so the first prize that we're going to be giving out is the best product. Okay, so there's different evaluations. The students, we gave you the evaluation criteria. So this one is the best product. Let me just give me 1 sec. I'm gonna look at the judges' results. I want to make sure I read the right team name. Okay, the best product goes to Team Procrastinate. Okay, Team Procrastinate, congratulations, you won the best product. Okay, you can turn your cameras on, Procrastinate. Good stuff. So, Team Procrastinate, I want to ask you first. Well, first, congratulations on winning best product. So, good job. Good stuff working together. You're all going to get a little trophy like this with your name on it and your team name as well for winning best product. Okay, so congratulations. Tell us how you feel. How do you feel right now?
Honestly, I thought Aki's team would win because the judges asked the most amount of questions, and secondly, they had more. I'd say like they had more design. And like if you look at their app compared to ours, you would know what I mean.
Okay, you're too humble. You guys did a really good job too. So good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, congratulations for winning best product. So any other student wanna how do you feel?
I'm just very surprised that we won, honestly. I'm proud of the work that we did, but like I didn't think we were gonna win.
Awesome. All right. Well, you guys deserve it. Congratulations. Good stuff, Team Procrastinate. Okay, cool. So that was this the award for the best product. Now we have an award for the best design. Okay, the best design. Okay, let me make sure I get the right team here. Okay, the best design goes to the team, the Celestials. Team the Celestials. Congratulations. Okay, cool. Hi, team the Celestials. Tell us how you're feeling. You guys won best design, so you're all gonna get one of these trophies as well, with your name and the award that you won for best design. How do you feel?
You're really good. We put a lot of effort in the design, so
Yeah, cool.
Yippee.
That's a very underwhelming exclamation there, but wonderful. Congratulations. Good job. All right. So, okay, and then the last award will go to is the champion of best overall. Okay, so we had the best product, the best design. Now this is the best overall. So the best overall. Let me get the judges' results here. Best overall goes to the team, the Jazz Bugs. The Jazz Bugs. Congratulations. All right, cool. Matthew, Aki, so congratulations, you guys won the best overall. You also get one of these personal trophies. And then in addition to that, you get your name engraved on the giant trophy, which is this one here. Okay, so this trophy has the team names of all the past winners. So then your team name will also get onto this trophy. Okay, how do you guys feel?
I go first.
I thought I was cooked when you're like other two teams, and then not us, and I was like, oh man, we're not gonna get into word Aki, and I'm like, oh wait, best overall. That's like the best of two.
So you were
Shout
in-
out to Dart, who's not with us. Boo. No, I'm kidding. Shout out to Dart.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dart's not with us. Okay, well, cool. Congratulations, guys. So, for all the winners of the different trophies, what we're gonna do is it's gonna take us a couple of weeks to get all the trophies engraved with your names and all that. So we'll get that going, and then we'll reach out to you and we'll arrange a time and place to meet to hand out all of these prizes. Okay. All right. Congratulations again. Jazz Bugs, good stuff. Good job.
High five.
Matthew's not getting it.
Matthew.
Matthew, you're supposed to on your screen. Okay, he's not looking. Okay. Okay, no worries. All right. Okay, thank you. So we get to our final.
We try high five, Roland.
Oh, okay. Yes. Where are you?
Wait.
Okay.
Over here.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
all right,
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. I see, mentors. We gotta demonstrate how it's done to the students before they could do it. Okay. Let me get your results, Ron. Oh, there's a lot fewer people who entered this one. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
that's all I got.
Okay. All right. So let me. Okay. Okay, this looks right? Jotham Harnor.
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
Yep, that's all I have.
Okay, so this is for this Tenjiro Kamado, the final grand prize. All right, it goes to Harnur. Congratulations, Harnur. Okay, awesome. Great. Thanks so much, Ron, for helping run this. I wonder if it was stressful with the timing that we gave you.
Oh no, it's okay. Gotta be ready for anything in Unimaps.
That's right. All right. Cool. So I guess we've come to the end of our event this year. Thank you for joining us. Congratulations to all the students. Whether or not you won a prize, it's a great job. It was a real pleasure for me and for all the mentors to be working with you this year. For those of you who are not graduating, we hope to be able to see you again next year. And for all the grade 12 students who are graduating, please keep in touch. As you saw with some of the testimonial videos, we'd love to keep in touch with our past students, not only to see what they're doing in school, but also when you eventually get into the workforce, like what Brad is doing now, right? So wonderful. Good stuff. It was a great season, and we hope you have a great rest of the school year, and have a great summer. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.